Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today is a very special video because this is my 100th YouTube video. We wrapped up our amazing San Diego winter and now it's time to travel to San Francisco. San Diego was incredible. We visited the San Diego Zoo, went deep into the Pacific Ocean, our whale watching explored the USS Midway Museum, enjoyed the beautiful Ohio Cove. But our California adventure isn't over yet. Our next destination is one of the most famous cities in the world, San Francisco. Come with me because today we are going to explore the best of San Francisco. Let's go. We started our journey early in the morning. We said goodbye to San Diego and headed to the airport. Our flight was from San Diego to San Francisco was about 1.5 hours. It was a short flight, and before we knew it, welcome to San Francisco! I was super excited because we had a lot planned for just one day, but first we needed some food. We started our San Francisco morning with a great breakfast. We had a delicious omelette, potato kebab, and cereal. It was simple, filling, and exactly what we needed before starting a full day of exploring. After finishing breakfast, we are ready for our first destination, and you probably already know what it is. The most famous landmark in San Francisco, the Golden Gate Bridge. And here we are, the Golden Gate Bridge. Seeing this bridge in pictures is one thing, but standing right in front of it is completely different. It is huge. The Golden Gate Bridge opened in 1937 and stretches across the Golden Gate Strait, connecting San Francisco with Martins County. The bridge is about 1.7 miles long, and its famous color is called international orange. The color was chosen partly because it makes the bridge easier to see through San Francisco's famous fog. And as you can see today, this is definitely some fog. We took a nice morning walk and enjoyed the amazing view. The giant towers disappearing into the fog made the bridge look even more incredible. Standing here and seeing one of the world's most famous bridges in real life was an unforgettable experience. Of course, we took plenty of pictures. After our walk, it was time for our next stop, Fisherman's Wharf. Next, we arrived at Fisherman's Wharf. This is one of the San Francisco most popular tourist areas. There are restaurants, shops, street performs, seafood boats, and lots of people walking around. The whole place felt very energetic. But while we are exploring, we saw something completely unexpected. A crazy dancing car. Yes, seriously. The car was moving and bouncing around like it was dancing. We definitely weren't expecting to see that. It was one of those funny moments that makes a trip even more memorable. After all that walking, we are getting hungry again. Luckily, we were right next to a very famous San Francisco restaurant. Welcome to Boudin. Boudin is famous for its San Francisco sourdough bread. And isn't just regular bread. Boudin has been making sourdough in San Francisco since 1849. One of the coolest parts was that we could actually watch the bread being prepared. We saw how the dough was handled and how the bread was made. Everything looked fresh, and then came the best part, trying it. The sourdough had a crispy outside and a soft inside. with that famous sour taste, eating fresh sourdough bread at Boudin while visiting Fisherman's Wharf was definitely something I wanted to experience in San Francisco. But now it was time for something even more exciting. We were going to ride one of San Francisco's most famous attractions, the San Francisco cable car. These cable cars are one of the symbols of San Francisco. They aren't just made of tourists either. They are actually part of the city's transportation system. San Francisco cable car system dates all the way back to 1873. And here's what makes them really interesting. The cars don't have a normal engine pulling them along the street. Instead, they grab onto moving underground cables that pulls the cars up and down. How cool is that? And riding one is completely different from riding a normal bus or train. You can hear the bells ringing. Ding ding! You can see the city streets around you, and then the cable car climbs those famous San Francisco hills. This was really one of my favorite experiences of the day. But eventually it was time to get off. And guess what? We were got down Chinatown. Welcome to San Francisco Chinatown. The moment we arrived, the atmosphere completely changed. We saw colorful buildings, Chinese signs, lanterns, restaurant markets, souvenir shops, and lots of people. San Francisco's Chinatown is one of the oldest and famous Chinatowns in North America. Chinese immigrants began building this community during the California Golden Rush era. Today, it is an important part of San Francisco history and culture. Walking through Chinatown felt like exploring a completely different world inside the same city. After spending some time exploring the streets, we moved on to another beautiful San Francisco landmark. Our next stop was the Palace of Fine Arts, and wow, this palace looks amazing with its huge columns, giant dome, lagoon, and beautiful architecture. It almost feels like you are somewhere in ancient Europe. The Palace of Fine Arts was originally built for the 1950 Panama Pacific International Exposition. Today it is one of San Francisco's most photographed landmarks. Compared with the busy streets we had just visited, this palace felt peaceful and relaxing. We walked around, enjoyed the architecture, took some pictures, and just enjoyed the atmosphere. But our day wasn't finished yet. We saved something very special for the end. Finally, it was time for our sunset cruise. After spending the whole day exploring San Francisco by land, we wanted to see the city from the water. As the boat moved across San Francisco Bay, we could see the city, the water, and the beautiful sunset around us. Watching the skies change colors while sailing through the bay was incredible. But this cruise became even more special for another reason. It was also my dad's birthday. I wanted to surprise him with something special, so I gave him a white chocolate pistachio chocolate. We celebrated his birthday together while cruising through San Francisco Bay. The sunset, the ocean, my family, and celebrating my dad's birthday. It was such a simple moment, but it became one of my favorite memories from the entire California trip. Sometimes the best part of traveling isn't only the places you visit, it's the memories you create with your family. And just like that, our California adventure was coming to an end. When I think about this trip, we did so much. We explored San Diego, we visited the amazing San Diego Zoo, we went deep into the Pacific Ocean looking for whales, we saw a fin whale and dolphins swimming around our boat, we explored the USS Midway Museum, we enjoyed La Jolla Cove, and then we flew to San Francisco. Here we walked inside the Golden Gate Bridge, explored Fisherman's Wharf, tasted famous Boudin Sourdough, rode a historical cable car, while walked through Chinatown, visited the beautiful Palace of Fine Arts, and finished everything with an unforgettable sunset cruise. And most importantly, we created memories together as a family.